Hi everyone, I'm doing my John Maxwell, and this chapter I'm finishing off is on vision. So the scriptures for today, it's the scriptures from Exodus 12, 1 to 29. And it's basically the saving of the Israelites. It's the festival of the Passover and saving them from the plague. So the first question, the message the Lord gave to Moses and Aaron was for immediate action as well as for the future. Why did he do it this way? So he wanted them to know that God's ordinances or God's promises are not only for the present, they only thought about the present, but they also extended into the future. And it was to be a protection for the present and future generations. The Lord saw the things to come. It would be a protection from the plague and from death. So he was basically asking them to choose life and to save their lives by fulfilling the steps that were outlined here. The second question is the instructions the Lord gave them were highly specific. Why do you think they were so detailed? So they would have to know exactly what they needed to do in order to meet the requirements to save themselves and to save their families. The details were important for the offering to be met and for the fulfillment of scripture and the celebration of the festival. Because this was God's judgment on the other nations and on the gods that they were worshipping. It was a protection for the Israelites. The third question is, how difficult do you think it was for Moses and Aaron to get the children of Israel to listen to these instructions and follow them carefully? So from the passage, I don't think it was that difficult for them, because it was done through the leaders that they trusted, Moses and Aaron, and from there it went down into the communities. And they did what Moses and Aaron commanded as their leaders to save their lives and their future generations. And they would have listened to them because they trusted them and they trusted in the vision that they had for themselves and for the future. So too with us, we have to trust in God's words, and we have to also look at the leaders, who is telling us what to do and what instructions are they giving us. And also see how that is going to affect us not only now or in the future. Because for them, this was a celebration with the putting the blood on the doorposts and following the instructions. They saved their lives. And for them, it was a celebration from everything that had happened to them, the plague, everything that they went through. And so for us, it's a guidepost as well. We also keep that festival in our traditions, in our church, in the Christian traditions. And it's a way for us to also return back to God. So that's what I found helpful in the scriptures. You can read the scriptures and go through the questions that I provided if you want. And if you want to reflect on them, these are mine. And again, the scripture is Exodus 12, 1 to 29. And it's the vision given to Moses, lasted for millennia. So that's how it plays out in our lives and in our day-to-day lives. And you see that as well with the initiatives that we have, with the things that we do. We are always trying to save lives. We're trying to help people to get life and to think about others, not only ourselves. And I'm almost done this chapter. I just have one more case study. But I wanted to share those reflections. I'm still looking for work and looking for speaking engagements, as well as to have opportunities to work and earn a paid living. I'm applying for administration jobs, project coordination, and other jobs which would be less stressful than being on the call center work, and also better paid opportunities with good hours, because I need that for my health. I'm perfectly capable of holding a full-time job and of working, and I do have the opportunities are coming up in Canada, but it's a numbers game because you have to keep applying, and there are millions of people applying for those same jobs. That's why when I do my speaking, I always ask, because referrals always help and go a long way. If anybody knows of anything that's going, or where people are looking for somebody, that's why I always ask, and I put it into what I'm doing when I'm speaking. It's not just a pitch, like a sales pitch. It's also because it's my life and it's my future, and I want to work and to be able to earn my own living. So I'll leave you with that, and I hope that it brings you closer to the Lord and that you also find it helpful on your journeys. Let's put this thing off.